Hi Trinidad and Tobago, welcome to ACTN and welcome to Community Corner. Today's Community Corner is a very interesting Community Corner because we are really in San Fernando, just off of the coffee at the corner of Henry and Brown Street. And you see we are in the road. Anyway viewers, I don't know how much of you would have heard the name constructive termites. A brief little history about constructive termite. This individual would have taken any piece of shaving from any piece of material and create magic. His work has gone overseas to artists, to politicians, to beauty queens, name it. This guy has done it. From constructive termites, he has transformed over now to Kaisoca Moko Jumbies. And before I introduce my guest, I wanted to say, viewers, we talk a lot about solving crime, doing things in the community. But this guy here is certainly a community leader. Why I say so? Because the number of youths that has come under his guidance, these youths on an evening could have been at any corner, making any mischief. But they are here with him. As the slogan say yes to life, get high on stilts. Today, we're talking with Junior Business. Junior, it's a pleasure.
Yes,
welcome to ACTN. This interview has been long overdue, but they say nothing happens.
Never too late.
Never too late. Now, you have created an atmosphere right here with these young people. Now we come and we see them, they gather up, you know, they have the respect for you. So, you know, tell us a bit about the transformation from the constructive termites to the Kaisoca Moko Jumbies. For those of you who might be not too familiar, walking on stilts.
Right. Okay, well it started from constructive termites in Carlton Lane where we live. We started a community group called the Carlton Lane Community Group. And that was led by Mr. Hollis Clifton.
Yes.
And we started doing all kinds of different things with sports, football, cricket, basketball, but youths wanted something a little different. And we wrote a letter to the Ministry of Culture, and they put us on to Kilimanjaro School of the Arts, because they wanted something different, and they do the art of stilt walking.
Right.
So they came to San Fernando in our basketball court, and they gave us a one-day workshop, and from there, seeing that Junior is involved with culture and art and woodwork, it wasn't hard for me to adopt how to build the stilts. So we went on our own from that day. We'll always like to say thanks to the Kilimanjaro School of the Arts for giving us that introduction to the stilt walking world. And here we are, 22 years now.
That's a long time.
Yeah. And we have been doing this in our community, and we never yet they charge a child for the training of stilt walking, never yet. And we have broken a lot of barriers, and right now we are in the process of breaking a Guinness Book of World Record, which we're going to have 2017 Moko Jumbies in Skinner Park for the year 2017, 10th of September.
Okay.
This event didn't just come about. This was inspired by God to me, and I'm working at present at the Ministry of Works from the age 17 and months, and this year will make me 43 years service as a cabinet maker. So I decided my way to tell Ministry of Works thank you very much for the 43 years. I decided to break another world record, because I broke other world records before. When President Obama came to Trinidad, I decided to build a lead pencil 100 feet long to mark the occasion, because these heads of government came to Trinidad and they came to sign agreement. And knowing that Junior broke other world records before, I decided, well, yes, now I could build the lead pencil 100 feet.
No, I know that you have built different pieces of, craft and give out to many leaders and, different people. Name a couple of the influential
I am
people.
proud to know that I met Diane Warwick on
Okay.
stage and present a musical award. Even people like Freddie Jackson, Lauren Hill. I also build musical award for people like Eddie Grant. Most of our local heroes here,
Yeah.
Keyshawn Walcott and Black Starlin and the Baron and the Mighty Sparrow and Kitchener, you know, the Grandmaster. Even, well, Bonnie Wheeler and Gregory Isaac and Freddie McGregor. Those are some of, even international jazz performer, Hugh Masekela. And I was in South Africa recently, where I did a carving when Nelson Mandela was still in prison. And in reaching to South Africa, I left that piece of carving with the ambassador, with our ambassador, to present to the Mandela family.
Okay.
You know, and that when doing that piece of carving, never know that 28 years after I will end up in South Africa making that presentation. You know, it's,
What keeps you going? What motivates you? Because, you know, to get all these young children here coming out, you know, some people, you know, there are a lot of ignorant people in the world. Some people say, well, walking on stick and, you know, they could be doing something else.
yeah, well, stilt walking as it's part of woodwork,
Right.
because stilts built from wood, and anything to do with wood is my business.
Yeah.
That's why we are named the constructive termites. Nobody love wood more than the termites.
Right. So besides the still walking,
Yeah.
the constructive termites aspect of the whole business is still operational.
Yes, of course.
Right.
Up to just recently, we host the We Beat Festival in St. James a couple of days ago. And every year in St. James, they give out 2 awards for people who have served the community. And I'm the person who built the awards for the St. James We Beat Festival.
Okay.
You know, and, over the years, for who would remember, Junior Bisnat donated a lot of trophies for Scouting for Talent
Yes.
every year for about 9 years under the watch of Mr. Neil Giuseppe.
From TTT.
Yes, you know, the good days. And when a guy come to do stilt walking by us, it's not just about learning to walk stilts, but we help curve the lives of young people.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to get into.
In the sense of stilt walking come in this time now like the new toy in town. And when young people, a lot of young people see the kind of fun and joy that these stilt walkers have, they want to be a part of it. It attracts most of the, especially the boys and girls who are involved with, who could ride bicycle, rough and tough, play some kind of sport. Right, so, but what we do, we make arrangement with your parent and your teacher to make sure that you're doing your schoolwork and all your chores at home
First,
before.
yeah.
Yes, before. Normally, if you don't want to walk stilts, there's nothing I could actually really demand on you.
Okay.
But when you want to learn to walk stilts, I can now say you must do all your chores home.
Yeah.
So boys will, even you'll get teachers and principal and parents calling and saying, my boy could come and walk some stilts because he improved on his work.
Right. Now, you have all these young boys and girls with you, especially in a time when, you know, there is so much negative, you know, about the young people. How do you maintain that discipline, you know, with the youngsters and them?
Well, you see, I just see myself as the honey. I see the guys and them as the bees.
Okay.
And bees are attracted to honey.
Right.
So they have to come in a disciplined way. And my wife also, Victoria, is what you call the mother of the group.
Okay.
Our home is like the community center in San Fernando here.
Right.
And majority of the children that come to our home here come from single parent.
Okay.
So most of these guys will have a lot of time because parents not home. And the next best thing to do is let's go down by Sir and do some stilt walking and have some fun.
Yeah.
And having the fun is one, but they get an opportunity to go all over Trinidad and Tobago and functions that they wouldn't normally get to go. As a matter of fact, we're celebrating Corpus Christi in Trinidad here today, and 6 of our guys went to Port of Spain on a street parade. They were dressed like angels, and Mr. McFarlane was the designer for those costumes. I want to also say, when our students reach age 18, they are qualified enough to go and work in the circus in the United States of America.
So, you arrange?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a circus called the Universal Circus, the Black Circus in America. And at present, we have 4 of our boys walking stills in the US.
So there's benefits for
of course,
joining the group and getting involved in it?
Most of the guys, when they do reach there, they work for a while, a couple of years. Some get wife and they get children and they end up living in the US. So it's an opportunity.
It's an opportunity.
Yeah. So when you can get a boy coming out from Roy Joseph Scheme or Carlton Lane and going to the US, you know, the neighbors will say, well, they never thought that this boy could have done so good. You know?
How does the community, this little community where you're situated, how do they react to, you know, the children? Because, for instance, to put on these stills, they have to sit on people's wall. You know, how does the community react to what you're doing here?
Well, in our community, we have a neighbor, and he doesn't mind that we're sitting on his wall, and he's a police officer. And I would like to say very much thanks to that police officer for allowing us to use his wall. And it's so nice to know that police officers are being friendly and cooperating with the people that they live around. You know, your best friends are your neighbors, supposed to be, right? And because of the discipline of the guys here, we don't have neighbors making any complaints. I mean, when you listen to the news and hear what's going on in other communities, and you see what's going on here, and you see when you're watching Soca Monarch and Fiesta and Carnival launchings, and you see our guys performing, you know, they could probably say that those young guys and girls live down by us, you know, and we are proud to see that they represent in the country.
I'm sure that there's somewhere along the line there's a cost to what you're doing here.
Well,
now you don't charge the kids and them, so that means the burden, the cost factor lies upon you.
Well, in this, having these stilt walkers here by me, as I said, I never charge anybody to do this. I am gainfully employed with the Ministry of Works. If I wasn't employed with the Ministry of Works, I couldn't have done something like this. It would have been very tough. And what happened, at some point in time we get jobs through the NCC and the NCBA and other companies, people at weddings and parties, and whenever the guys go out and perform, we get some money at times. Sometimes we get refreshments, we get transportation, and this is how some of the guys get a little money to go to school and things like that. You know? So when Trinidad was qualified to go to Germany for the World Cup, our country made history. It was the smallest island in the world to ever qualify for a World Cup. And the ministry decided that they will send a cultural contingent to Germany to show the world who we are. And our Moko Jumbies went there also. We want to recognize another Moko Jumbie group in Trinidad, run by Mr. Dexter Stewart from Point 14. He has been flying the flag for Trinidad for over 30 years in stilt walking. So big up to the brothers in Point 14 also. And the people in Germany refer to us as puppets on stilts. You know, people like Iowa George and Kess and Roy Cape Ban and Phase 2, all of us went to that cultural event. Recently, Zimbabwe was celebrating their second carnival, and the NCC decided to send a few experts to train some of the citizens there how to do traditional mass. And I am one of those few out of the 8 people that went. Even Brother Valentino went on that tour And after 36 years, Brother Valentino could have sing Stay Up Zimbabwe in Zimbabwe, which was one of his proud moments. I also went to England recently to do stilt walking, to train
But
people there.
how do these, like for instance England, how do they accept this stilt walking?
Well, stilt walking is part of Carnival.
Oh.
And they have the Notting Hill Carnival.
Okay,
so,
okay.
So that's the link up. We were linked up with the Ebony Steel Band. And 2 years ago, they won their 20th Panorama. Right, and even like last year, they were celebrating the African influence in Panama. And the former ambassador and the mayor of Panama sent for us to be a part of that celebration. So we had 4 Moko Jumbies and myself going there to represent Trinidad. And what I didn't know in the early is that Trinidadians went to Panama to help build the Panama Canal. Yeah.
Now, when you look back the years you have been doing this, who are some of the influential people in this world that you have, met? And what was your reaction?
One of the persons that I met that I feel proud to be, to meet in my lifetime was Miss Diane Ward. Seeing that when she came to Trinidad, she was referred to be as the diva of divas.
Yeah.
And I'm a lover of her music. And you don't get to go on a stage and meet people like Diane Ward and present a musical award.
Yeah.
So I would like to say special thanks to Spectacular Promotions who gave me that opportunity, that moment. And I had plenty other great moments. I mean, going to somewhere like Zimbabwe, I feel proud to know that I could have reached the place where stilt walking came from, and carried back to a place in Harare, which is the capital of Zimbabwe.
I know that you said you for the 10th of September you're looking to break the record, but what legacy would you like to leave regarding stilt walking? And legacy, when I mean leave with these young boys and girls, what would you like them to remember Junior Bisnat for?
I would like to leave a legacy, and seeing that pan came from a dustbin. And stilt walking, I've been doing stilt walking through the NCC in schools for the past 17 years. To do this Guinness Book of World Record event, I decided if I got 20 students from 100 schools, that will be 2,000 stilt walkers.
Okay.
So I decided to write a letter to the Ministry of Education asking for permission to go into 100 schools to do the art of stilt walking, and I was granted that letter.
Okay.
With recommendation from the NCC.
Right. So you're taking stilt walking to the schools now.
Schools, yes.
Yeah.
So you can, just like how pan get into schools, it take a long while. And I would like to see stilt walking into every school in Trinidad and Tobago. If it's one part of the legacy I would like to leave in my lifetime, is to have stilt walking in schools. I know how good it is.
Yeah.
Just last week I was into a Soval special school.
Yeah. Okay.
Challenge children, and I had over 25 children walking stilts.
From the special school.
That is a school on. That's a school on Marriott Street in San Fernando. And when the teachers saw that these young girls and boys doing stilt walking, teachers decided to walk some stilts also. We had three teachers walking stilts.
How difficult is it to walk stilt? I guess the main thing you have to have is balance.
Yeah, but stilt walking, when a young person come and want to do some stilt walking, I ask 4 questions. If you ride bicycle, that you have some balance. If you just climb trees, so you're not afraid of heights.
Right.
If you're involved with sports, that your skill. And the main thing is that you see the fun and you want to do some stilt walking. As long as you could walk on the ground, I can make anybody walk on stilts.
Okay. Before we wrap, there's anything you would like to share with us you know.
Say yes to life, get high on stilts. That's our message to the world, to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I would like to see stilt walking in every community because I know it could help the crime situation in Trinidad and Tobago. Young boys who could have gone the other way, when they have the time, they do some stilt walking and they get out of trouble. You could get from the parents and the students themselves saying things like that. If it wasn't for stilt walking and wasn't occupying the time, they might have been involved with something else.
Now, it's free. You want to share a telephone number with us in case there are people who are viewing this program and would like to send their kids?
So, our phone number is 364-2706, 9 Henry Street, San Fernando. And this Sunday coming will be the folk fair in Port of Spain, and we are lending our services. We're going to be training children there all day in the Queen's Park Savannah at the Prime Minister's Best Village Folk Fair, annual folk fair, Port of Spain. And soon, when school is closed, we'll be heading to Skinner Park every day for children all over Trinidad and Tobago who could make it. We'll be doing training in Skinner Park. Most of the training will be there for free also.
Well, and the event is on the 10th of September.
The 10th of September, Skinner Park. We are asking who want to come and witness this event. We are not charging anyone to come to Skinner Park, but you can walk with non-perishable goods, food items, used school books, so it will be distributed back to the community and the schools that partake in this event. Remember, Super Blue sang a song, "Escort the King with 1,000 Moko Jumbies." I called Super Blue and told him that his prediction will come to pass 10th of September, Skinner Park, with 2,017 Moko Jumbies.
Junior, it's been a pleasure. Let me wish you all the best, and I want to thank you especially for the young lives that you have taken away from the corners of mischief into something that is positive, because as we sit here this evening and we look at these little young guys and girls here, maybe next couple of years at their 18th birthday, one of them who is sitting here could be going abroad, you know, to work at the circus and to make a better life for themselves. You know, so we really want to thank you for that. We want to thank your community, you know, and we want to say to you, keep on doing what you're doing.
I have something special to say here. On Labor Day, this Labor Day coming, sir, we are celebrating 19 years anniversary of Moko Jumbies, Kaisoca Moko Jumbies, walking from San Fernando, OWTU, to Faizabad, which is 13 miles.
13 miles.
Next year, you're going to see Junior doing that walk at my 60th birthday. Right? So stay tuned. Look out for us.
Well, viewers, we have come to the end of, I would say, a special and very interesting community corner here. And maybe you heard a little noise in between. We're actually at the corner, we're in the road, right? Because this is where everything takes place. And we want to thank Junior for spending this time allowing us to come here and highlight the work that he's doing and showcasing with the kids. And as he gave you the number, 364-2706. You have a kid outside and he wants to walk still, send him his free of charge, and it's going to be beneficial, you know? So again, we want to thank you for staying with us. Remember, Community Corner is at every Thursday at 10:30 p.m. on ACTN. So we look forward to being in the next community. So take care. See you soon.